I don't know how this guy has so much energy in the morning. It's insane. It's been like this since 6 a.m. Yeah.
He is rich.
Look at the time. He's been like this for 44 minutes straight already.
Do you usually wake up first?
If I set my alarm, if I don't set my alarm, he comes in the room and he wakes up first. What time do you wake up every morning? Do you know?
Different times.
But that's usually what time?
Like 6.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning.
Fool's nuts, huh?
Yeah.
He's my motivation. I'm like, how do I have that kind of energy? So I did a little bit of interior design. Our samurai sumo flag. Dun, da, da, da. And then we got the OG one right there. Don't mind the wrinkles. I did steam them, but I don't think I steamed them enough. But I'm glad I got the flags up. All right, today we got bench. In the nerdy powerlifting world, they would call this my secondary bench day. If you follow any of the top people, they're always like, oh, hit our RP5 on my tertiary bench day. And some of the super geeks, oh, on my quaternary bench day, I hit a RP4. What they're really just trying to say is you're trying to build volume, you want frequency, and so certain bench days are supposed to have a lower RP than the others, but it's just close grip. And I'm gonna go ham on close grip. I'm gonna try to get strong on close grip, because when I'm strong on close grip, I'm explosive off the chest on the competition movement. So that's the goal of today. No more of that geek talk. Even though all these motherfuckers are fucking strong. They all bench like 400 or 500 pounds. So maybe there's a method to the madness, but if we're trying to grow the sport, we can't talk like fucking geeks. You know, like you don't see basketball players like, oh, did you see the angle of my parabola? No, they got fucking like crazy dope swag. They're doing whatever. And the regular people are like, damn, that's so cool. I want to be a basketball player. But if they're like, if you dribble between the hamstrings, no one's going to watch that shit. We got to be cool, guys. Even though we're not good at any other sport, we got to be cool, okay? Jesus. You know what's crazy? We're 4 weeks out now. 4 weeks. I've been working with my coach, Kyle, and I think this is our maybe 10th or 12th. I forgot how many weeks, 14th. But we've been working together for over 10 weeks now, and we do a lot of meetings, and we consider our data, move things around, and I think we found a program and structure where I'm progressing pretty good. So we're gonna use all this, perform as good as I can at the meet, use all this data to plan for the next block. So this is kind of like a warm-up meet for nationals, and that's where it really, really matters. That's for all the marbles, because I have to get first to make it a worlds. Close grip today, I got prescribed a range, anywhere from 245 to 265. You know me, I'm always trying to hit the highest part of the range. So we'll see what we get. But I also want to be a good athlete and make good calls, because we got to learn from our prior mistakes. And what's crazy, I've been way more in tune with my body. So like, I think what bodybuilding helped me do is I can be very in tune with macronutrients. Because you've been so depleted that like, I'll eat like a grape and go, oh, 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 oh. Like literally like Super Mario, eat a mushroom, like do, 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 do. Okay, I know what carbs are supposed to do. And then I eat like a protein, do, 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 you know? And I can feel every macronutrient, become very sensitive to my food. And that has actually helped me stay eating clean post bodybuilding show, because I know what the food's supposed to do now and I actually feel it. So now with powerlifting, I'm actually having like new epiphanies all the time because I speak to my coach so much. So I highly recommend everyone getting a coach if you can. But like right now, just me touching the bar, I'm like, okay, I could already tell I'm gonna have a good bench day, because now I am so sensitive to every bar in every weight jump now. Like I know what the bar felt like last week when I benched like this amount. So if I touch the bar, I can almost tell if I'm gonna have a good or bad day. And like I'm getting so much like more in tune with my body that it feels like I'm finally turning into like a legit athlete. Cause you know those guys, they're like Steph Curry could be like that, and it could be a swish, but he'd be like, oh man, I'm off. Cause even in his mind, he might have perfect swishes dead center, but if he's even off an inch, he feels off. To us, we don't have the eyes to see it, but for him, he's like, oh, I'm off. And I think I'm about to be fucking Steph Curry up in this bitch. Ooh. Feeling stronger and stronger. I'm also taking mid jumps too. My biggest mistake before, I would just go plate, 2 plates, I'm such a bro and then whatever. But when you take such a big jump, even if you feel warm, you're gambling that your technique and your bar path's gonna be there. So I'm really just trying to be good and always keep long-term in mind, you know? Like this isn't for necessarily like I need it for the warm-up, but for the technique and the groove, it's very important. One thing we've been working on with my coach is having a like bottom-up approach to setting up for the bench. And the reason why you want to do that is the foundation of the bench is everything, because you have to get everything in place before having a perfect bar path. So we start with the feet. So I get on my toes, because this is what's gonna help me push up but get an arch. Then I have my shoulders locked into the bench in place, so bottom up. So feet, shoulders, once I have that in place, then hands. And I have the hands at the center, the bar in the center of my palms. Then I push up, and I wedge myself between me and the bar on rack, and then slowly bring my butt down and heels down, and then press. And that way, if you ever get one of those long press commands, you're ready for it. Your foundation is set, everything is strong, nice strong arch, butt doesn't come up. So we're trying to like if a good bench comes from being strong chest, strong tris, strong shoulders, leg drive, stability, all of that, we're trying to make sure we squeeze the juice out of every one of those buckets, because you don't want to leave anything on the table when you're trying to be the best. You know, you can be the strongest bro bencher, like you be strong as fuck, but let's say on meet day you have a shaky unrack or someone gives you a bad lift off, then since you don't have all the other places under your control, your strong bro bench can drop quite a bit, which I've seen at meets too. Like there's times where I smoke 315 in the warm up, and then I know I'm supposed to smoke my like 330, 340 opener, and the ref like blinked for a second, or another ref asked my ref a question literally as I was coming down, and he comes down, I've been pausing for like 2 seconds, you know? So a lot of stuff can happen at the meet. So you want to make sure you get the most out of every single part of the lift. All right, we're at 2 plates. This one's important because this dictates what my top set will be. So I'm gonna treat this as if it's a top set, move it as efficiently as possible with the best technique possible. And then if it's smoking, then we'll get the top end of the range, which is 265. And if it's 255, and if it's slow, 245. Oh shit, player. The old me would have been like 315, and then I would have broke my shoulder and then had a video go, series is over, guys. Don't know what happened. Straight up injury. You know how it is. But 265. Let's go. All right, y'all, got 3 reps. I just double check my program one more time because I have like a bad habit of like in my mind just going, oh, I know what I did last week. And then I'll hit a single when it's supposed to be a double. Sometimes I hit a triple when it's supposed to be a single. Shit's all fucked up. And then I'll send the videos to my coach and he's like, yo, what the fuck? And I'm like, fuck. I'm doing the exact same thing that I hate when my athletes do that, where I'm like, bro, do you even read? And he's probably saying the same shit. Bro, do you even read? Sorry, man, I'm a dumb powerlifter. So, got a triple, 265, 3 perfect reps. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, that was fucking crazy. Dude, someone put banana peels on the floor? What the fuck? Now I see why powerlifting's on carpet. I understand. What the fuck was that? Almost hit a world record and my fucking foot slipped. Smooth, baby. Hell yeah. Felt like maybe 6, 7, but you never know until you watch the video. Oh, nice. Dude, that was like a 5. Not bad. Cool. All right. Back offs. 215. One thing I did notice in the video that I gotta correct, and this is a super bad habit from back in the day, I'll bench with my wrists all the way back like this. And that's bad because now your joints are no longer stacked. So I gotta really make sure I try to keep this one straight. I think this one I do a good job of lining the bar where it needs to be, so all the joints like wrists, bar, wrist, elbow, shoulder, it's nice and stacked. This one, over the course of time and reps or weight, my hand will go back. And when it's light, it might not affect the bench, but if I'm starting to hit like 95%, 97%, especially out of meet, all these little details matter. So I really got to try to make sure to keep this wrist like nice and locked out. And that's just a bad habit that I had from powerlifting before. Did they pick up the banana peel? Okay, good. Thank you. Fucking Super Mario ass motherfuckers. Nice. I was really actively trying to keep my wrist straight on this one, and I did a really good job because usually I could feel me relax and it come back. And this is really actually a bad habit I developed from like Olympic weightlifting, where, you know, Olympic weightlifting, when you clean and you're in a front rack position and you're in a front squat, you want your wrist to bend back, right? So you have a rack. And then when you do like a push press, then your wrists are supposed to straighten out. But I've just kept it like this, and it's a bad habit that I should have corrected, but I didn't. And it transferred over into powerlifting, but I'm glad that was a good set. Nice. Damn. That was a really good set. Holy shit. I think that was RP5. All 6 reps were like the same like speed. Our goal is at this meet, try to get like a 320 plus bench. And I think that would be a really solid foundation to build for the next couple of months. So we're going from benching 185 with the broken shoulder to not a fully healed shoulder, but definitely a much stronger shoulder than it was before. And maybe in a couple more weeks, we're gonna test it, where I'll probably even put like 3 something on the bar and we'll see. But we're having really good trajectory right now. Another good set, baby. Having a really good bench day. And my weight's good too. Hit a new low today, 187. 4 weeks out. My coach wants me to get down to 186. So I only got 1 more pound. I'm gonna have a really good first meet of the year. We're on track, you know what I'm saying? Russell, you better watch out. Got 1,300 total coming. Last set, best set. Let's go. Damn, that was the best set. That shit really clicked. That shit really, like one thing I've been trying to fix too is I'll say like 2017 and earlier, the thought process with bench is to really like squeeze and tuck the elbows and kind of coil your elbows into the lats and make them a spring, boom, and blast it out. And that comes from like the equipped era of powerlifting, where you have a bench shirt, so you kind of have to fight against the bench shirt. And that's one bad habit I've been trying to kick because I've been tucking so hard. So now I've been trying to have a better like angle coming down and just letting the elbows kind of touch the ground. And it's hard because I don't feel like my triceps are supporting my elbows as much when I benched that way. But I'm trying to like build the trust and load the triceps in that way. And that set was the first one that really clicked. My elbows came straight down, didn't over tuck. My elbows were out here in a nice like 45, and it was fucking smooth. So fuck yeah. Good job, man. As my mom would say. You know what I was about to do? I was about to just go straight into the 75s, but I'm just coming off a deload. So I'm like, you know what? What does Bro Bart want to do? Bro Bart wants to jump straight into a heavy set. But what does the new mature Bart want to do? Do a proper warm up so I don't re-injure the shoulder that I've been doing such a good job of rehabbing. So my first set of 8, I'm gonna hit with 50s instead of jumping into 75 like a dumbass. Smart move. Glad I warmed up for it. Woo! Feels good to go heavy again. Last week was my deload, and my coach really wanted me to just stay at like between 4 and 5, and then I missed like exerting. So last week I think I only hit like 30s or 50s for the whole week, and that felt good. Now we got tricep extensions. Yeah. These bad boys have been helping me a great deal too, because we're breaking down every single powerlifting movement by its mechanics. So usually I would hit like just, you know, regular bench or whatever, and I would do like my favorite tricep exercise like skull crushers or whatever. And although it builds the muscle, it might not benefit the actual lift mechanically, because as I was saying before, my problem is over tucking, right? So I am strong this way. That's why my body wants to over tuck. But if we're trying to build the strongest bench, you want to stack all your joints, wrist, elbow, shoulder. So I need to make sure my triceps feel strong this way, which is why we've been smashing more crossbody try at the angle of a bench, and it's been helping out a lot to trust my tries in that way. Shut up, dude. Fucking calling me a nerd. Damn. I need to go up a little bit. I don't know if it's that strong. Holy shit. Damn. Damn, dude. Might need to have another meeting with my coach. Maybe I hit 350 at my first meet. Pow. Tries to feel good. Holy shit. I'm literally writing to my coach right now. Not gonna lie, my bench and tries feel fucking good. You think we can make third attempts 340 to 350? Bam. Because right now what we have planned is 320, 325 on third attempt. And this is all the data we've gathered in the first 10 weeks. And so now we're in meet prep. We're officially in meet prep now. So we're gonna try to realize all that strength and data he gathered in the first 10 weeks. And in that, on the conservative end, he thinks I'll hit 320, 325. But shit's fucking moving today. And my tries, I've never been able to hit 50s on the crossbody tries. So I'm like, oh shit, I think that was a missing link, my over tucking elbows. But now, fix the wrist, fix the elbow. I'm like, dude, I'm a fucking smash. If I could hit 350, then that means I only got 50 more pounds to go by May. And I think I can get there, because I did once bench 390. Look at that. Never been able to hit 50s. And that felt fucking good. I'm actually gonna write 60 for next week. This is one of the cool things about having like a master plan, like a big spreadsheet. Like we'll build blocks at a time. So our first one was like intro data gathering block. I think that was 4 or 5 weeks. Then we had our actual block, which was 6 weeks. Now we're in the meet prep block, which I believe was 5 weeks. But being able to see the master plan, I can see how I need to gauge and push things. Since that was that easy, I can make a note of it for next week to hit 60. So I put RP 7 at 50s today, and then I'll put 60 next week, so I'll know to hit that, so I don't have to rely on my memory. And then if it's not, I could always bump it back down. But goddamn, that was easy. If I'm not on steroids, man, I don't know who is. Okay. Damn. Damn. I'm about to smash this meat. I ain't even fucking around. We're about to change Barbell Brigade's motto to dominate dominately. We're just gonna fucking, it's gonna be crazy. The craziest 1,200 total you've ever seen, boy. Bam! By the way, if we're checking out this hoodie, you're probably like, oh shit, never seen you guys release that color before. That's because you're right. It's from the new Foundations collection we just dropped a few days ago. This is the maroon one, and this whole Rebirth hoodie is updated, is brand new. So even if you own an old one, what the fuck am I trying to say? So even if you own an old one, this is the most modern version. We have a bigger graphic hit to match the times. The graphic on the back is bigger. The fitment's better. So check it out, the Foundations collection. We're trying to build out your mainstays in your wardrobe, in your fitness wardrobe. And we got this in black, a gray, maroon, and an alpine green. That's it for the weightlifting portion. I started adding even just a short amount of cardio at the end of my weight training sessions, because recently I trained with Tim Kennedy, and he's like all around badass, right? And it reminded me of how important it is to be a capable person, protector, husband, loved one, father first, before you're an athlete, you know? Because I remember when we went with Sound on the Mic out to Austin, and we were dying. And you could have the strongest squat, bench, deadlift in the world, but to me, that comes second to being a capable person in case an emergency happens. And not even just fighting, but like, let's say there's some natural disaster. I gotta grab Taika and I gotta run 2 miles to the nearest hospital. Can I do that, you know? So I'm like, even though my focus is powerlifting right now, and yes, if I do straight up like 45-minute Tim Kennedy style workouts, it will take away from what I'm trying to do. But what about 30? What about 20? What about 10? And I was like, even if I keep up with 5 minutes, that's so much more than not doing it at all. So that's what I was reminded of. So now I just do quick 5 minutes. It's something that I'm like, you know what? That's nothing. I could add it to who doesn't have 5 minutes to spare, add it to the end of your workout and get your cardiovascular pumping in a way that you wouldn't from walking, you know? But it makes me feel more capable and more athletic. So I do that, I think, 3 times a week now. And I try to find something that'll complement the actual modality of the day. So today is upper body. So I'll have I believe I wrote down burpees, because, you know, there's like a push-up element, and then superset with some abs. So just a quick 5 rounds, 10 burpees, and 10 get-ups. And I keep it simple, put on a boxing timer, and I even keep it at like doesn't have to be the fastest pace in the world. I do a minute round, 30 seconds rest, and I'll finish in 7 minutes. So let's go.
go like Dre. Bitch, I go like Dre. Bitch, I go like Dre. I go stupid, get retarded like Dre. I'm always pulling up with the K. I don't know why my bitch niggas hate. Cause I'm stunning on the block a day. And ghost ride, hop out, swing the whip. Easy jacking, I'm counting all the kids. Lick the blood, I'm saucy and lit. Yeah, I'm hype for your mom with the shit. Ayy, I'm a boss type cool with it. And my stunners up my fucking lenses. She a freak and a thick bitch too. I'm a genius, I'm a boo-boo. Ugh. Bitch, I go like Dre. Bitch, I go like Dre. Bitch, I go like Dre. I go stupid, do dumb, I'm a broke bitch. I don't like you, I heard you like a snitch. So fly like the eagle Atlantic. Let's just say I'm just from planet. My niggas high, heard they smoking on Mars.
Fucking old ass is cramping again. My foot.
She said, damn nigga, you a rap star? So I replied, this face when I hit it from the back. Little easy, make that ass clap. Get stupid, act retarded. Since the beginning, I just ain't started. I go run like bitch, I go. Old school scraper, ultimate goes. I got no bread in the toe goes. Okay, loose, baby, let your mind go. All this ice on my wrist, I'm so cold. She said, damn, boy, your neck be froze. I be soft up from head to my toes. It's just a thing that you already know. Bitch, I go like Dre. Bitch, I go like Dre. Bitch, I go like Dre.
Might have to cut abs at 5. Cause I just started jiu-jitsu yesterday and my abs be cramping. So I might have scaled it up too much. But I'll still finish the 5 rounds. God damn. God damn. Cramping ass abs. God damn. See? You don't get this kind of cardio from just walking. You don't get this kind of lung expansion. You know? That's why
It's important to do these because when emergency hits and your heart rate peaks, this is what it feels like. So can you live here and still take care of an emergency? You can't unless you're regularly in this zone. That's it. See? You don't need Tim Kennedy to be on the ground. See? You get a lot of work done in 7 minutes. I misprogrammed. I tried to do 10 burpees, 10 get-ups, and I realized the get-up is a full body movement too. So I should have done 5 and 5. To be honest, I still gotta go to work after this. But this is my first week implementing it because I just did it with Tim. You know what I'm saying? That's trial and error. But the workout's done. Had a really good bench session and crazy momentum in week 4 of the program, week 6 of the series, going into the meet. And once again, just dropped our Foundations collection. Go check that out. Got 4 hoodies, 6 tees. See you guys in the next episode. By the way, this is what low T looks like. Bye.